Why are those two sitting there? Oh, let's see if we can't do some more exchanges. Rafters gear, 60. Get into this. Let's take the hat, the gloves, slacks, and the boots. And then maybe next week we'll be able to get the two of those. Oh, we've made a nice little dent in improving our weaver ability. Yeah, we're up to 102 now, so let's go ahead and stick our glamour plate back on. Update the gear set list. Why would I want to... One, why wouldn't you want to equip that? Two, equip that. Best. There. Okay, now we talk to Dry Docks. Uplander comes at perfect time. Deftarm is just here, looking for Uplander. Something about new busy deals that Deftarm would be making. Busy deals for which Deftarm is needing Uplander's aid. Must be big busy deals, thinks Drydox, because Deftarm was running here and there like wild wildebeest. Uplander has mastered Deftarm, yes? Uplander should make quick feet to village of walkie-bugs. Help pupil. So that is Tailfeather. So now now that we've gotten these all up to Bloodsworn, that unlocks the Alliance Beast Tribe quest for Heavensward. We also did Alliance Beast Tribe quest in ARR. That was probably ages ago. Yeah, this isn't happening. I'm just gonna leave it there on the off chance it ever happens, and maybe I'll hop in here every so often to see. Yeah, I mean, I've got full ARR relic. I just need to at some point finish that up, but... Master, you return. Not a moment too soon. I've come upon a tremendous opportunity to further expand our Adventurers Guild, and I would seek your aid in seeing it to fruition. I was consulting with Vidofnir some days ago, when she spoke to me of another tribe that might benefit from our services. I believe she called them Muggles? Muggles? Something like that, at least. As she told it, these furry creatures make their home in the churning mists, and where they now toil day and night to rebuild a great and ancient plaza with the aid of dragons and men. Surely such an industrious tribe would have much in common with myself and my compatriots. Very much indeed. I simply must make the acquaintance of these... What were they called again? Ah, yes, Muggles. I trust an adventurer like yourself is on good terms with these Muggles, Master. You'll introduce me to them, yes? 1,000 thank yous, Master. The success of our guild has brought much prosperity to our colony, but a true hero does not rest on his laurels. This is a lesson I've learned from observing you, Master. Yes, one of many. Master and student, striking out on adventure once more. My heart pounds in anticipation. Let us make for the churning mists without delay. I shall race you there. To the churning mists. Mako. What the hell are you? Oh. Okay. I've never I was seeing the Taoist Moogle and was very confused. Never been above the clouds before, Master. The sight is simply breathtaking. So breathtaking. That said, these Moogles are curious creatures. How do they stay airborne on such tiny wings? Whatever purpose do those glowing spheres attached to their foreheads serve? Very curious indeed. At any rate, if they are in need of an adventure, I am happy to offer them my aid. This way. What's up? Bob? You had introduced us to a pupil of yours, you say? I thought I was your only pupil. Could it be that I'm not as special as I thought I was, Kupo? A pupil in the art of crafting, but of adventure? And like myself, he is not of your kind? Color me confused. What if this pupil of yours can help to lighten our load? I see no reason to refuse his aid, Kupo. Ah! Kupo, whatever have we here? Those hard scales, those claws, that puny body. Are you some kind of lesser dragon, Kupo? I am no dragon, and I am certainly not lesser. I am the deft arm of Los, an adventurer come to offer my services. In return for due recompense, I will perform any task you desire, no matter how perilous. What say you, my Moogle friend? Mopo? You don't look like any adventurer I've ever seen, but hard workers are always welcome at Mogcombe. That said, we are a community of builders. If you lack crafting skills, I feel I can only offer you menial tasks, collecting rubbish, cracking Kupo nuts, etc. It's not a glamorous job, but someone has to do it, Kupo. Collecting. Very well. Consider your Kupo nuts as good as cracked. You see how quickly he agreed to take on those tedious tasks? I'm taking a liking to this one already. I'll have to prepare a very special welcome for his return. In true Moogle fashion, Kupo. But I almost forgot. Terrasen wanted a word with you, Archon. Why don't you pay him a visit? Now, I must be off to prepare a special surprise for our new friend. What are you going to be up to? Oh, Archon. 'Tis a pleasure to see you again. And see that it is not merely the Moogles and the dragons who hold you in the highest of esteem. Yes, I knew you were different from the moment I first laid eyes upon you. If you indulge this old man once more, there's a small favor I'd ask of you, as well. Concerns a mutual friend, Old D. 'Twould seem Goldenburst has taken him under his tutelage in hopes of teaching him to roar like a mighty dragon, but the little one's effort have yet to bear fruit. You tried to reason it with him. Why, by his own admission, even the greatest of dragons often need 100 years to muster their strength. But the stubborn lad was having none of it. He insisted that he could not afford to wait. For you see, he means to show off his roar to his dear friend Mogson. He has recently learned that Moogles are not blessed with the longevity of dragons. He made me promise to keep this a secret from Mogson, but he said nothing of you. Might you be so kind as to offer him a few words of encouragement? I'm certain that would carry more weight coming from a brave adventurer than a mere artisan such as myself. D finally figured out that not everyone lives to 11 billion years old. Oh, Archon, what brings you to Barles? Let me guess. You too have come to watch the puny, pathetic old D bring disgrace and dishonor to the name of dragons everywhere. Old D is clearly not his typically confident soul. Perhaps there is something you might do to lift the dragonet's spirits? But of course you speak true. Proud dragon does not stew and sulk when there is work to be done. Just watch. The next time we meet, my roar will be as mighty as that of Heavensward himself. I do hope Gillenbursty is not cross with me for running off. Hold these back to his old self, you say? Warms the salt man's heart to hear it. I know I chose the right lad for the job. Truly, you stand as a model to dragon, Moogle, and man alike. Speaking of which, your pupil is ready to return from his task. Sure, he won't be much longer. And in the meantime, I dare say you've earned yourself a rest. Why not roaring yourself by the fire while we wait? Uh-oh. My arms ache fiercely, very fiercely. I thought I had long since left this shell-breaking busy work behind. But it seemed that only crafters are trusted with important tasks in this place. Do not ask me, mind you, what those important tasks might be. These Muggles spend more time flying about and pulling each other's palms than doing anything resembling actual labor. But forgive me, my griping master. I'll go report to Master Mogson. I am done with my task. The rocks that littered your plaza will plague you no more, and your Koopa nuts are cracked and fit for consumption. Do you have nothing to say? Is it that I picked up your or those accursed rocks and cracked every last Koopa nut? Every last one. Mogson! Surprise! Did my oh-so-clever creation fool you? Your exasperated expression tells me that it did, Koopo. I planted the fur by hair by hair, and added a few tufts of cloud mallow to make the palm float. I dare say it's as lifelike as I am, Koopo. The only difference is the hammer in its hand, but no one notices, Koopo. Yes, I can say without a doubt this will go down in Moogle history as one of Mogson's most prodigious pranks ever. Oh, and good work, by the by. Next time we have some rubbish that needs picking up or Koopa nuts that need cracking, rest assured you'll be the first one we call, Koopo. I've never been so insulted in my life. I toil and trudge from dusk till dawn till dusk for you, and you repay me with this mockery? I take umbrage at this. Great umbrage! Whatever is the matter? Surely you've heard it is through our clever pranks that we Muggles show our appreciation and affection for our friend. Enough! I came here to lend my aid as an adventurer, not play errand boy for a group of slackers who would know what hard work was if it came up and ripped those ridiculous palms off their heads. Slackers, Koopo? I'll have you know that we Mogbenders have restored Barlaz to a glory not seen in generations. You take that back, Koopo. Take it back this instant. Friends, you must go quickly. Gillenbursty has gone mad. Why, he'd nearly torched an unwitting temple knight. Scarcely escaped with my own life. What is this? A dragon seized with anger bodes ill indeed. Come, Archon, Mogson, we must look into this at once. Great dragon? But no, the deft arm will not falter. Wherever you go, Master, I will follow. Lead the way. Uh-oh. Well, that explains the quest title. What's your problem, buddy? What is the meaning of this, Gullinbursty? You promised to keep Barlas safe from harm. Now you would turn us against us and our friends, Kupo? Have mercy, Gullinbursty. Surely these men and Mughals have done nothing to incur your ire. Something is gravely amiss. I see naught but pure animal rage in the dragon's eyes. Please stop this, Gullinbursty. I beg of you. Thank you, my friends. I owe you my life. In the name of the good king happened here, Kupo. I'm not entirely sure myself. I had just arrived to seek Gullinbursti's wisdom concerning the restoration effort, when all of a sudden we were set upon by a masked man brandishing an imposing firearm. Gullinbursti was struck by a bullet in the course of the battle, after which the man made a swift retreat. Just when I thought we were safe, the dragon turned upon me with a terrifying gaze and unleashed a mighty roar. The next thing I knew, I was lying right where you found me. Inconceivable. Thirsty I know would never act with such mindless savagery. This masked assailant you speak of did something to our friend. I just know it. I'll see that he suffers for his deeds. Calm yourself, oldie. If we put our palms together, we'll get to the bottom of this in no time. Now, why don't the two of us go in search of Gullinbursti, Kupo? Not so fast, my dear Mogson. We must tend to the man's wounds. Besides, it would be unwise to dash off without forming a proper plan of attack. Let us return to Barlas for the moment, and consider our next course of action with due care. On to the next step. Go. I think there's 4 stages to this, and that's 1 down. We've got a new masked assailant causing problems among the tribes of Eorzea, this time in Heavensward. Who are they? Find out next time on... Actually, no, in like 5 minutes. Remember the hell I get to it. Oh, one thing is clear. This is no time to be bickering amongst ourselves, Kupo. Let's put our palms together and figure out what has become of Gullinbursti. Indeed, indeed. I refuse to accept that he has turned on us of his own accord. We must find him and free him from his madness. Indeed, we must, little one. And yet, we must also find out precisely what fate has befallen our friend, and what we might do to cure him, lest any future encounters prove perilous indeed. I believe our first course of action would be to track down this masked assailant, that we might ascertain the truth behind all that has transpired. Wise counsel indeed. And yet, that sounds like a positively Paris proposition in its own right, Kupo. Who might we know that might be up to the task? Now come. I would beseech the aid of you and your deft-armed disciple, Kupo. Pray pursue this masked marauder and find out the truth behind the madness that has taken Golenbursty. Now this is a task worthy of an adventure. Mark my words, my Moogle friend. Master and I will track down this mysterious and dangerous foe. 1,000 thank yous, Kupo. Might I suggest you start by asking out here in Barles? Perhaps some of them have heard something or seen something of the man we seek. As for myself and Old D, we will see what we might learn about Golenbursty's current whereabouts. Darrison, might I trouble you to watch over the plaza while we are away? You would suggest that a greybeard like myself can offer naught else to your cause? But I jest. Rest assured that you will find not a single stone out of place on your return. Go in safety, friend Mogson. Ah, at last, Master. A task worthy of our skills. Let us split up, see what we can learn about this masked villain. I shall question the Moogles in this area. Would you be so kind as to speak to those gathered around the fountain? We can meet up here when our tasks are done. Share what we have learned. Do I have to find 2? Did I see a masked man, you asked? Did I ever, Kupo? He strolled in banishing that fearsome firearm of his and started picking off lesser dragons left and right. Then when the coast was clear, he dashed off toward old Golenbursty's place. Why didn't I follow him? I prefer my tongue attached to my head, thank you very much. If you're going after him, I'd encourage you to be very, very careful. I don't know what he's up to, but I can assure you, it's no good, Kupo. What's the other one? Masked man? Sure, I saw him. Exchanged a few words with him, for that matter. He asked if I knew any particularly ancient and formidable dragons in the area, so I directed him to Golenbursty. Why? Bursty's been attacked, you say? The Fury take me. I do hope that wasn't my fault. Just a little bit. You know where any ancient dragons are? Yeah, he's over there. I see. So it seems this masked marauder set his sights on Golenbursty for his power and puissance. Interesting. Very interesting. From my own questionings, I have learned that our quarry has since been sighted in Salmal. It would seem he has already left the churning mist behind. We must give chase, yes, and return to the surface. On the way, I would pay a brief visit to Lothos Sloth. I would share this news with the storyteller, and see what wisdom he might share with us. And with that, let us see those whose legs are faster. We shall race you there, Master. Go ahead and run. I'm going to be doing the teleporty thing. Neat mount. Ba-dum, ba-da-da-da-dum. Dun 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 dun. I'll just do this real quick. Ah, our hunter friend. Welcome. You come hunting goods once more? The Noman is glad of your thirst for divine blood. Ever more rapacious to the one mind grow as they seek offerings to glut our deity's insatiable appetite. Another path to our god's domain? Yes, but there's but one way. You must seek out the Gain Hive on the far side of the colony, and return your spirit to the Etherite ensconced within. But the deed is not possible. We hear that the crystal is warded by ancient ritual magics. The one might have woven the seal such that only the most worthy of warriors shall be granted leave to enter Thokos. And they do not share with the one mind what they consider worthy. The Death Arm? I have not seen him. Could it be that the one mind once again calls out to him? No. Even were it so, that one's mind has grown too strong. Still, don't worry. Probably find him, that our minds may rest easy. What a surprise! Where are you? Smoldering wastes. Okay, it is down this way. Fair enough. Forgive me, Master. On my way to Lothos Voth, I found Drydox here in distress, surrounded by the One Mind. Did only what any adventurer would do, what any adventurer must do. Drydox was hunting for Nonka eggs when walkie-bugs calling themselves the One Mind sneaky stepped up from behind, started shooting their shooty sticks. Deft Arm came, saved Drydox from becoming holy cheese. Something strange about these One Mind, Master. They were not the One Mind I know. The One Mind you two have seen. They strike with perfect precision. But these ones, they set upon us with a savage and almost uncontrollable rage. Strange. Now that Deft Arm mentions it, Drydox heard sound before walkie-bugs attack. It went boom. But it was not the boom of walkie-bug shooty sticks. No, it was much scarier. Drydox heard it from the forest as well. Hear that, Master? There can be no doubt of it. Our quarry is up to something here as well. We must take this for the forest. Yes, to Tailfeather. Worry not. I will tell the storyteller that we are safe from harm. Please go visit Moschamp and see if all is well. I'll join you with all speed. Deft Arm looks as happy as Drydox does when she finds a trove of Nonka eggs. Drydox is happy for Deft Arm, but worries for his safety. Uplander will be careful too, yes? Found a setting that lets you put like people's class or job icon next to their name in the last week. It's pretty neat. Also turned on the percent health indicator, which shows how close I'm getting on Ifrit without quite being able to take it down, which is less neat. Oh, look who's back. Brings you to Tailfeather, friend. That Deft Arm got you on another wild chocobo chase, I reckon. Which is something far more frightful than chocobos, Marshtomp. Come on behalf of the Moogles Moghob. I ask you, have you encountered a masked man brandishing a gun in this forest? But I have indeed, as much as I'd like to say otherwise. See, the man's been making quite a name of himself in these parts, and it ain't a good one. I had the misfortune to run into him myself not hours ago. Came here, you say? Where did he go? You must tell me, Marshal. I must know. Listen to me, Deft Arm, and listen well. If you know what's good for you, walk out here the way you came, and forget anything and everything you ever heard or saw about that man. The man you're after is an adventurer, but not one of the nice ones like your master here. Aye, he's nothing short of the most ruthless assassins our realm has ever seen. Cold-blooded killer who's never met a job too dirty or dangerous for his liking, nor one he has failed to carry out with lethal perfection. Adventurer, you say? Why, who better to pursue this man than master and myself? Yes, this is our duty, our calling. I never noticed before he has eyeshadow on. Huh. There a single bloody word I... Sometimes I don't even know why I bloody try. Why not, Marschamp? Your words of warning have not fallen on deaf ear, but I am the Deft Arm, and I must do what needs to be done. Is that not so, Master? If you're itching to get your head blown off your shoulders, who am I to stop you? Your man was last seen heading for the western highlands of Carthus. Just don't come crying to me when the hunter becomes the hunted. Thank you, friend. And worry not. Between Master and myself, we will be more than a match for this masked menace. Mind you, Master, I do not wish to rely over much on your aid. I accepted this job for the Mughals, and I intend to see it done with my own hand. That said, I would ask you to accompany for moral support. You understand, yes? Excellent. And with that, let us be off to Carthus. Perhaps our friend Jontel will have some news for us upon our arrival. Yes, surely he will. Is the exit, and then you are Convictory. Yeah, it's about halfway between the two. Honestly, it's better to just fly this way. Is it... Just you. Forgive me if a pressing matter requires my undivided attention at the moment. If you need something of me, pray return on the morrow. Please listen, Jontel, for a pressing matter requires our attention as well. Yes, very pressing. On behalf of the Mughals of Montcalm, we have come to Carthus in pursuit of a certain adventurer. He wears a mask on his face and with a pistol in his hand. Perhaps you have seen such a man. Seen him, you say? I caught a glimpse. Arrived just in time to see him nigh blast that off one of my loyal men before commandeering a brand new mana cutter, flying off in it to the fury knows where. You'll forgive me if I am somewhat on edge. We scrimped and saved what little coin we could muster and waited months on end until this vessel was available, only to see it spirited away from us on the selfsame day. All while I could do nothing but look on like a helpless little halflet. At least I emerged from the episode unscathed, which is more than I can say for my sword in it. Serves him right, though. Maybe when his wounds heal, he'll think twice before picking a fight with a hardened criminal in a Calum tree wine-induced stupor. You heard me right. Ridiculous mask or no, that man isn't one to be trifled with. I know not how well these Mughals are paying you, but I highly doubt that the reward is worth your life. This is not a matter of coin, but one of trust and duty. What is an adventurer worth if his word counts for nothing? Nothing, I say. Yes, the Deft Arm will see this job done. But tell me, which way did the masked man go? You have spirit, I'll give you that. Venturing sounds to be a thankless job, but I wish you the best in it. Your man, and my mana cutter, were last We're last sighted heading for the Sea of Clouds. Do try to stay alive, won't you? Thank you, friend, and worry not for me. The Deft Arm has the courage and conviction of 100 of your men. We'll see this merciless marauder brought to justice. You don't suppose this masked man is truly as dangerous as our friends suggest to you, Master? Can't help but feel like they are underestimating our abilities. Anyhow, let us confer in private and form a plan of attack. That's 2.